Hello everybody and welcome to Shadows Over Loathing. This is effectively the sequel to West of Loathing as far as I can tell. Of course set in the Loathing universe, the greater Loathing canon. I am going to go ahead and play this one exclusively for YouTube. It's been a while since I've done an exclusive YouTube series, and I'm going to go with no Baer cam as well for it. Little throwback. A lot of people have been asking for this one, and I'm excited to try it out. Let's dive in. You hear the sounds of a diner behind you. Maybe someone there can help you with your little magazine on your face problem. Or I could give up. Yeah, that's an option. All right, cool. Yeah, well, thanks for watching Shadows of Loathing. See, I couldn't even get it right for the joke, damn it. All right, here we go then. Moving company, WSAD. It's how you move. That's a good joke already. Okay, I'm already in. I'm already buying in. This smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. The Nightingale Diner. You'll pardon me too. I'm gonna probably take this at a slower pace, this particular playthrough. Give myself time to, you know, really dive into the details here, although I am a little intimidated by that. I've heard this game is a lot deeper than you'd think. You shouldn't bother anybody until you get this magazine off your face. That's just proper etiquette, honestly. That's fair. God. This sign is so true. Like, I mean, Baer, I think, has the same argument. This as well. This is just, God. Pie. Yes. I'm back. I'm back to loathing humor. I mean, immediately with the moving company joke, for God's sake. Try coffee, you'll like it eventually. It's the bathroom, probably? One would hope. You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing... Yes? My face! Oh, I found it. I found my face. Yeah, that's obviously my face. There you are. There I am. Oh, delightful. And you know what? That seems like a good time to do that too, right? Sneak attack. Hey, I am going to have the Baer cam after all, but it just seems appropriate in that moment. I'm also going to put it up here, I think. Oh, look at me waddle around. Yeah, we're gonna have the whole kit and caboodle, I think, for this one. Well, hello there. I'm Ethel. I'm Gintifer. I'm definitely tempted to roll with that. Also, kind of want to be Jan Michael Vincent, but no, I think I'll just be Baer. Baer who? Baer Brooks. That's a good name, to be honest. It sounds like a country singer. BaerTaffy. Pleased to meet you, BaerTaffy. What can I get you? Can I get a cup of coffee? I'm sure I'll like it eventually. Best cup of coffee in the state, if I may say so myself. That'll be one meat. I'll be right back. Let me go get my meat. Oh, I'm liking the music already as well. Obviously, gonna be a little less privy to most things, given that I won't be exposed to the Twitch chat or the YouTube comments all that much for this playthrough. Gonna be recording this one entirely prior to uploading it as well. A little bit of a different approach for me this time around. I wanna see how that goes for me content-wise. So, no spoilers possible even. Well, I guess I should probably go ahead and ask her when the bus picks up. Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too. I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. That's a reason, hun, but it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. That's an awfully intimidating greeting. Why am I going? I got in some trouble back home. I'm a bit of a rebel. You see me looking over here? I can't fight the habit of the Twitch chat input. Really? You look like such a sweetheart. What did you do? I started a fire in a mailbox. No, that's not even the coolest one. Clearly the coolest one is I beat up a phone booth. Checkered past. Look out, phone booths. Here comes BaerTaffy. +1 to melee weapon attacks. Let's go. And the police are actually bothering to come after you for that? No, I'm just embarrassed about it. Oh. Smile sheepishly and walk away. That's how I end most conversations in public, to be honest. Pretty fitting of my character. Oh, look, my character sheet. Speaking of my character, basic humanity, muscle, mysticality, moxie. I like the 5 M's, as it were. Along with, the 6th one, +1 to melee weapon attacks. Basic skills are looking good. All right. Nice. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I think there's a little bit more to this screen that I can't see because I'm... Oh, no. I'm going to have to go to the damn main options menu to do this part, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, that's better because it was shielding us from seeing the entire thing down there. Right, yeah, because I can go to the next section like that. Okay, cool. Well, you could probably see it. I couldn't see it, though. Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and head out to the bus. Prologue. You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray and read it again. Ocean City. Dear Baer, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you are able, please. Your Uncle Murray. Regular bus entourage there. You're just about to go mad from the monotony of this ride when the bus suddenly judders to a stop. It's a good word. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. You can always count on the Loathing series to be at the cutting edge of visual technology. Look at this rain effect. Outstanding. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City.
Nope. Sorry about this, but we're out of gas.
Ah, geez, you didn't fill up before we left?
I filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly 1 full tank of gas.
He hands you an empty gas can.
Plus 1 additional can.
Swell. Why do I have to get it? Go get it.
Well, I'd go myself, except for 2 reasons.
Those being?
Well, firstly, being as I'm the bus driver, I'm legally responsible for this bus, and I gotta keep an eye on it. And secondly, because of my leg.
What's wrong with your leg?
It's attached to a fella who doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night.
I gotta use that one. Guess I haven't got much choice then. Can I borrow your umbrella at least?
This is a left-handed umbrella.
I'm left-handed as it happens.
But you aren't registered to my umbrella insurance.
Yeah, valid point.
Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use, though.
No, that's good. Oh, man, for a second there, I thought it looked like it was like a fire hose flashlight wrapped around my body. That's just the tire, though. Well, that'll help. Drink red cola, protect your family. You know, that's an effective advertising approach because, like, they can't really necessarily argue in court that they're saying that drinking red cola will protect your family. Maybe these are two completely independent thoughts. They just happen to be on the same billboard. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. A miserable-looking hitchhiker is standing in the rain, listlessly sticking out her thumb. Hi there. Her head turns very slowly to face you, and her eyes don't quite meet yours.
Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany.
Sorry, I'm going the other way.
Oh.
Also, I don't have a car.
Oh.
What's your name? I'm Baer.
Lydia.
Nice to meet you, Lydia. Although I admit the circumstances aren't great. You know where I can get some gas?
Yes?
And the bus I was on ran out, and the driver sent me to find some more.
Bus?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City.
I've never been there.
Well, okay then. How about this rain, huh? Lydia looks very slightly surprised and glances around slowly.
Oh, it's raining.
Yeah, it sure is. What a night to be stuck out on the road, huh?
I hadn't noticed.
I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway, what's in Albany? You have family there?
No, I just want to go somewhere new.
Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. All right, yeah. I'll stop torturing this poor girl.
Hey, I don't want to be unfriendly, but this is private residence that y'all just barged into.
Oh, geez, sorry. Everything's so desolate outside. I guess they just assumed this place was abandoned.
Well, come morning, you'll be right, so might as well get in out of the rain for a spell.
Thanks. My name's BaerTaffy.
Howdy, Baer. I'm Elias. Elias Chekhov. Make yourself at home.
Every guy with a beard sounds like that, apparently, in my mind. Oh, look. Bear boxes. Are these boxes really full of bears?
No, those boxes are all canned pears. Had a little fun writing the labels is all. You want a can? I got one left that didn't fit.
It's a can of pears and a syrup that the label describes as sickly sweet. They should really hire a new copywriter. Increases your mysticality by 1. Nice. Thanks, buddy. How about a rifle? Are you leaving this rifle behind?
Yep.
How come?
Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going, there ain't any varmints. There's vermin, to be sure, and critters and such as like that, but the almanac don't list any examples of a varmint qua varmint, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
No need to fret over it right now, in any case. That gun's for later.
Later?
Yep, much later.
Wait, is this guy's name Chekhov? Did he say that? Because that would be hilarious. So you're moving out?
Oh, yep. I finished packing, so now I'm just waiting for the movers to come and take this last load of stuff.
You got movers coming in the middle of the night?
No, in the morning. I went and packed my teddy bear and I forgot which box he's in. I can't sleep.
Did you check the bear's box? Why are you leaving?
Well, my daughter went off to college, so there's nothing keeping me here. I never particularly cared for farming anyhow, so kind of fell into it, you know? So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit. See what kind of trouble I can get up to here. So what's your story? What are you doing out on a night like this?
I got a letter from my Uncle Murray. It sounded urgent, so I hopped the bus to Ocean City.
I ain't sure how to tell you this, but you got a ways to go yet.
Yeah, the bus ran out of gas, so the driver sent me to scavenge for more.
Oh, well, I think there's an old gas can in the barn out back. You're welcome to it.
Hey, there we go.
I gotta warn you, though, you'll have to find my daughter for it.
What?
Well, technically, I should say my daughter's monster.
What?
The thing my daughter Simone built.
What?
See, my kid's a real technical whiz. She built an autonomous robo-traption to help with plowing and harvesting and the like. Worked real nice, too. Wow. Problem is, after she left, it blew a what's-it-tube and got violent. Pretty good with machinery. But when it comes to these newfangled electrics, I might as well be a dog trying to read Plato.
That's a hell of a saying.
So I locked it in the barn.
I see.
You're welcome to try your hand against it if you got a mind to, but please be careful. It's got a lot of sharp bits in it. Here's the key.
His name is Chekhov. Oh, that's a good bit. Chekhov's gun. Google it. These boxes are labeled tears. Are these boxes of tears?
Don't be ridiculous. Can't put neither one of them in a box. That don't make any kind of sense.
Fair enough. These boxes are labeled shares. These are scissors. Shears? But they're... I mean... okay. I get it, but I don't understand why make that joke. You do you. Yeah, no, I'm not. Who am I to say what's allowed? This is a very large box considering that most people own either 0 or 1 class ring. Is this box really full of class rings?
Yeah, about 140 of them.
Did you go to college 140 times?
No, of course not. I just collect them is all.
Why?
Well, they're rare, but not very rare. They're all different in interesting ways, and they're shiny. There's collecting trifecta.
That's an extremely valid argument. The door is locked with some kind of elaborate electric lock.
Oh, that's Simone's room. Hopefully she ain't left anything important in there, because I plumb forgot how to work that crazy lock she invented.
What was the other one? A collection of stains makes its home on the range, where the bear and the antelope play. There's a weird device on top of this box. What's this funny looking thing?
That's a duck call.
What's it for?
It's for calling ducks.
Oh, fun.
Used to be. Don't work anymore on account of being haunted. Yeah, well, not haunted exactly. A bunch of spiders got in there, and now it sounds all scary when you blow. If you want it, it's yours.
You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about spiders. You're pretty sure this duck call is haunted, but you can't remember the story of how it got that way. It reduces an enemy's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 when you honk it at them. Okay. What spiders? Great. Oh, that reminds me, by the way. As one might expect in a game like this, or, you know, in a game specifically like this, the options menu is fun. This option is haunted. I don't know if I really want to click that immediately, but we'll keep that in mind for maybe later. Show in-game time, let's get confirmations. Arachnophobia, which is actually kind of a, considerate option to have in the game. And then also arachnophilia. You'll encounter a lot of spiders, should you so choose. Oh, that's just the front. Oh, no, it's the outdoors. Back, specifically. There's nothing on the clothesline except a pair of socks and an old gun. You take the gun and leave the socks. They don't look safe. Oh! That scarecrow is a bit more intimidating than usual. The crows around here must be real aggressive. Show it you aren't scared. Our first bit of combat, it looks like. Hit the shoot crow with a rusty pistol for 1 physical damage with the rusty weapon that we just picked up. We have 1 haunting quack per fight that decreases the target's triple M's. I can throw a rock, or I can give up. Let's go ahead and honk at it for the round here. I plan on dealing 5 physical damage. That sounds pretty bad. Oh, Thaddeus the Sparrow is woken up as well. Bear honks at the shoot crow. I suppose I have... Oh, I have no IP left, right, so I need to, what do we need to do now? I can do that still. Right, okay, there it goes then. Thaddeus the Sparrow sings a complex song, increasing Bear's mysticality by 1. Look at us go. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be losing this unless I, maybe mix it up a little bit. Maybe the stone is going to be a little more effective here. Oh boy, yeah, no, I'm dying. We get +1 AP. But, oh, okay, we've got just enough damage, I think, with the rock and the gun. Let's One of my favorite buddy cop movies from the 90s. Now it's just a regular scarecrow with a gun. Hooray, we didn't die. This thing's crow menacing days are over. Hang on. As is customary in any video game, I feel like I forgot something to the left. You'd have to be impenetrably dense to wander into these woods. Thank God I am exactly that, but apparently not quite impenetrably dense enough. It's an old tractor. There's an old rag shoved in where the gas cap should be. Pull the rag out and sniff the tank, and it smells like there's a little gas left in there. You dip the rag into the gas tank, soak up all the gas, and wring it out into your can. This tractor is the right most interesting thing in that part of the county. I fully believe you. Alright, well, hold on a second, then. We need to go back here. The barn doors are locked. You heave the doors open and leave the key in the lock in case Elias wants to lock up again later. I am curious whether or not my HP has been fully restored as a result of that combat, but we'll see. There we go. Inside the barn. You have a recurring nightmare about searching for something in one of these. Probably myself. Based on the arrangement of objects around it, you conclude that this is a machine for turning hay bales into loose hay. It's my expert deduction at play here. Cabinet rusted shut. This is a painting of a bunch of tools. That's really good. It is a nice barrel. Oh, nice. She won't miss that. Free fishing rod. Huh. Maybe I can avoid this. Nope, apparently not. You're not going to get past that thing without destroying it. Looks like my HP was indeed restored. Alright, let's see. I don't know if this haunting quack is all that good. I think it only has 4 HP anyway. I think I'm going to go ahead and just kill it. Throw the rock. Shoot the gun. GG. Simone's monster is now just a pile of parts on the floor. Extreme gaming. He went through a lot to gain this can. Victory is sweet. Oh yeah, a little jump for joy. Perfect. Oh man. Well, hold on a second. Didn't I have... I've got some kind of item in my inventory that increases that stat, right? Oh no, that's the mysticality. Bummer. Well... Hey, look at me at least thinking that option through. When you were 4 years old, Thaddeus flew into your bedroom window and refused to leave. He's been with you as a familiar ever since. That's cool. I just assumed he showed up as a result of fighting the Scarecrow. Alright. Little sparrow, buddy. You'd go up there if it weren't for your hay fever and your falling out of lofts fever. It's plagued me from youth. Well, we'll have to come back to that stuff. Ah, I can test my fishing rod. Makes sense. Good practice. Yeah, all right. That feels better. Let Farmer Chekhov know he took care of it. I had to beat up your scarecrow. Sorry.
Well, I was leaving it behind anyhow. Why'd you go and do a thing like that for?
It shot at me with a gun.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable then.
Do you not want to know about your daughter? What about this door, Elias? Where's this door lead?
Spare bedroom. Ain't been used in forever. I don't even bother opening the door since that dust devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though I doubt you'll find much of use.
A dust devil?
Yeah, those critters are a real nuisance around here. They're attracted to beds that ain't been cleaned under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, it's been a real, what does Simone call it? A nutrient-rich environment. Ornery little beast, real territorial.
Goodness. A shelf full of pulp westerns. Betrayal at Cow Creek. Showdown at Owl Canyon. Duel at Cow Mountain. The ambush at Six Gun Canyon. Hey, this one looks like it's worth a read. The Handgun's Tale. Nice. All right, how many of those you got for me before you'll give me another stat book? Apparently you wrote a lot of them. Kudos to anybody willing to read through them all. That's what frame-by-frame YouTube is for, right? Or just playing the game yourself. What do we pick up just now? We can read this to unlock advanced trick shooting techniques. Ah, we need 5 mysticality. The story's pretty boring, but it contains some very technically complex descriptions of advanced shooting techniques. Ooh, 10 meat. Nice. I'll get us started. That Dust Devil's really kicking up some dickens under there. As one does. Chekhov said these things were pretty dangerous. Yeah, he did, didn't he? I don't know if I want to die this early on. He scared me here. Yeah. I mean, well, we'll find out what happens. Drag it out. Vicious stabbing. Ouch. Wow, that hurt a lot. Yeah, no, I'm going to die. Yikes. I should probably go ahead and run away. I yield. I should have listened to Chekhov. Absolutely. Yikes. You were right, man. That thing is ornery. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, buddy. I got you. This turtle, you gotta... I'm helping it. Here, I'm helping. Yeah, that's right. He's gonna go set fire to the barn now, isn't he? That's exactly what would happen in this kind of game. He gets back in the corn behind it. Baer, how's he going to set fire to the barn in the pouring rain? He's got ways. He's that devious of a turtle. There's a weird plaque where Lydia was standing. At this exact spot on the 13th of October, 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, a Ford Model T purchased by Hiram O'Crullins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hiker, Lydia Barnsley. So apparently that woman you talked to a few minutes ago has been dead for exactly 20 years. Good, swell. Everything about this is great. You aren't regretting this trip before you've even arrived. Go on about your normal, non-haunted day. Terrific. I wonder if the turtle's back here. Little buddy. You're the only thing I care about now. I want to make sure you're okay. The game just became Save the Turtle. I need this handgun. This rusty thing ain't doing it. Oh, right. Yeah, not that. Well, he might have gone in the barn, actually. Hold on. No? All right. Had to check. See you later, buddy. It's funny because there's the red and the blue one in real life. Looks like they drove this boxcar out here and then they took the track away. Someone must have hated this boxcar. This immediately reminds me of leaving the music box on for the entire run of West of Loathing. A partially full gas can nestled in the piles of garbage. He's done it. A cheerful-looking hobo toots idly on a harmonica. How dare I interrupt his tootling? Yeah. Oh, no, he nearly came to a natural breaking point, but he decided he wasn't done tootling yet. This door is extremely heavy. All right, I'll interrupt his tootling for a little bit. Hi there.
Well, howdy there. I'm Howie.
Pleased to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though.
Oh, hey, I see it. This whole country's my home, so everybody's my neighbor.
Oh, that's nice.
Either that or they're all trespassers who better get off of my property. I'm just joshing your friend. Care for some jerky?
What kind?
Clam. It's a local delicacy.
Huh. Sure, I'll have some.
There you are.
It's always nice to get a gift from a kindly stranger, but it's especially nice when that gift is dried flesh.
Can't abide this stuff myself. It's like eating a dried slug, but saltier. Come to think of it, this is exactly what it is.
You're really selling me on this local delicacy.
Hey, if you ask me, the locals are a little bit weird.
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rails.
You rode the rails from Hawaii?
Yep. Real challenging trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through all right.
You ever think of going back?
They only got one track there, so it was a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they built a second one, though.
Huh. Do you live here?
Not permanent like, but I've been camped out for a few days.
All alone?
Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the bosses sent a railroad bull to run everybody off.
Railroad bull? You mean like a cop?
Yeah, you can say that. I think he's still prowling around out back if you care to test your mettle. I don't advise it, though.
Is he packing heat?
No, he's unarmed. But one of your arms might make a pretty good club once he gets it off of you.
Huh. Any plans for the future?
Well, word on the wall is there's a camp forming in Ocean City. I figure I'll mosey on over there once this rain lets up.
Word on the wall? Never heard that phrase. Is it like through the grapevine?
Similar.
Ominous. Some incomprehensible glyphs are scrawled on the wall of the boxcar. I bet that'll come up later. I'm gonna go through his things. Is this knapsack your only luggage?
Well, that ain't mine. It's been here since before... Jeez. It's been here since before I arrived myself. Nobody's been able to work out how to open the dang thing. If you can figure out the trick, you're welcome to do it.
You inspect the bag. It appears to be latched shut with one of those puzzles made out of bent nails and steel wire. Howie wasn't just harmonicaing Dixie. Leave it alone for now. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get my Moxie to 3. Of course, we've got the pairs, but that's only going to be a +1. Guess we'll have to come back to that, too. All right, then. I guess I could just walk to Topeka. You've heard a lot of nice things about Topeka, but not 1,200 miles worth of nice things. I can't argue with that. Well, we got the gas. I don't think I see anything we missed along the way here. I went in there, right? Did I? I don't think I did. Cheese loaf. Nobody in their right mind would consider this vile substance a snack. It's weird that the cash register is pointed toward the front of the store. 7 meat? Yeah, I clearly didn't go in here. There's an old baseball bat. I could have had a damn baseball bat the entire time. Also, there's another door in the back. Empty oil cans. The sign says employees only. Are you an employee? Yeah. Really? You never mentioned working at a gas station. Yeah, really. Yeah. That's just a part of my life I never mentioned before. Never came up. A desk presumably optimized for doing gasoline-related business. 4 of the drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs, and the 5th one is locked. This shelf smells like axle grease and old paint, probably because that's what's on it. This shelf is laden with miscellaneous electrical widgets and doodads. You don't have any use for any of them, though. This shelf is full of old personnel files. Look up yours. I'll be darned, here's your file. You do work here. Sorry I ever doubted you. You got enough experience now to learn a skill. Open the character sheet via the icon on the top right or hit C. All right. Skills. Where's it at? Info. Basic skills. Here we go. We get to unlock one of these. So we could get +1 Moxie now and then go back and open up the knapsack. You know you're not supposed to wear plaid and stripes at the same time, but you're so cool that you can get away with it anyway. Your Moxie helps you look cool, move with grace and style, and deal damage with ranged weapons. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You can recognize the letter E from really far away. That seems worse. I'm gonna go with fashion sense. Be really cool. I don't want to be cool, man. Okay, great. Each object that you examine on this shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. Now, something happened just then, didn't it, on that previous one? All right, I got my gas station personnel file. That's what gave us the Oh, my luggage. Hold on. Everything you own is in this trunk, including your portable carpet steamer. You shouldn't unpack your bag in a dirty gas station. I love that they have a line for that. Because they're right. Okay, anyway. I think we're done in here. We'll head back over here. We'll go ahead and use the pears. So we can... Oh, wait, right. That's mysticality. Why did I think that was Moxie? What was I thinking about? Well, oh, cheese loaf. That one does it. Yeah, there we go. Replace the effect. Perfect. We just lose that effect and lose that thing for no reason, but, you know, not a big deal. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me later when I need that statistic for something else. Foreshadowing, foreshadowing. Hang on, buddy. I got the Moxie now. There isn't a puzzle you can't solve, except maybe a puzzle harder than this one. Unfortunately, the bag is pretty much just full of trash. You do find a little silver key in the bottom, though. Well, obviously that's not trash, then. It's a knapsack full of crap, Jack. That's a pretty good line there. Hey, Howie, I found this key. No, we're not going to ask him that. All right. Fair enough. Well, did I see anything that I could use a little silver key on? Use your noodle here, Baer. Oh, there was a locked toolbox, I want to say, in the farm. Let's go give that a look. It's just a painting. That thing was sealed shut. What was locked over here? Oh, we have the Moxie for the workbench as well. It's mostly tools you don't understand, but you do find some welding gloves. Nice. All right. So how do I put those on? I guess I just go ahead and go back to my inventory, right? Oh, they're equipped already. +1 hot armor. A pair of thick gloves designed to protect your hands from errant sparks caused by your negligence and lack of welding skills. Makes sense. Okay, so I guess that was a good enough reason to go back in here, right? Yeah, still not going to be able to take care of the dust devil, although we do have a baseball bat now, so maybe that'll be enough. Can I use your bathroom?
Sure, how'd you know that door was the bathroom, though?
I've always had a knack for knowing which doors lead to bathrooms.
Well, good for you, I guess.
Flush the toilet, obviously. Gain 5 experience. Hoping it won't come back to haunt you later, much like all of this has so far. You can see your face in Elias's mirror, just like your own mirror back home. Hi, Baer. Hey there, good looking. Aw, what's wrong?
Why, I oughta.
Oh, no, oh, no. You remember something really embarrassing you did a couple of years ago, just like every day of my life. Freak out. Close your eyes. Go back to normal. Oh, cute faces, Baer. Well, all right, then. I don't think I asked him about gears, did I? Simone left those behind when she went off to school. All right. What else can we use this little key on? I don't know. I don't think there's much else that there could be a key applied to. Oh, right, of course. The little silver key could be put into the 5th drawer, which contains a hose with a nozzle on it. Hey, callback. That's way less boring than you expected. The little silver key falls into a hole in the floor and disappears. How convenient. Gas pump hose, though. Neat. Oh, we probably needed that. Actually, come to think of it. Oh, install the hose you found. Pump some gas. You got a 133% full gas can. Can I fish in the water in this gas pump? Probably. You should have known there weren't any fish in there. You can see the entire thing from here. All right, well, I feel like part of that's on you. Buddy, this turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City, too. Take it with you. Obviously, the turtle's name is Turt. Turt the turtle. It's like a slow bandage. Each round, Turt heals a random wounded ally with his mysticality. Cool.
Well, huh. This can doesn't usually hold that much gas. Not sure how you did that. Well, whatever. You ready to hit the road?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
And with that, we're on our way. All aboard.
You climb back on the bus and return to your seat, and soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain spattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep. The sort of sleep that you slip into so gradually that you don't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up.
Plunkett Street.
And you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas
Hey, kid, this is your stop, right?
that are now totally forgotten.
What?
All ashore, what's going ashore? Thanks for traveling, Willis Busco.
All right, y'all. This will be the end of episode 1. The lengths of these will be, I'm sure, varied as the series goes on, but this is going to be a game that, takes quite a bit of vocal effort. It's going to be a strain doing the voices and reading and stuff, so hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it as well. That's going to help this series quite a bit. The only time that I'm ever going to be able to respond to any comments about this series are going to be when I have already played the entirety of it, as mentioned before. So keep that in mind as well for anything coming up in future videos. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.